Hey guys, I'm super excited because I'm bringing you guys a book outlet haul. Hey, as I'm editing this video, I realized that I never told you guys my name, which would help since this is my first YouTube video. So I am Heather, welcome to my channel, Belle's Library, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for being here. I have never ordered anything from them and I went a little crazy. It was way awesome. I only had one book over $10 and you will see why. It was a collector's item and I may have peeked in the box and it was right on top and it's like wrapped in plastic and everything, brand new. But everything else, I mean, there's so many items under $5 and I'm so excited to have all these new books to read. Like I said, I briefly peeked, but all I did was take the box and open up the stuffing. So, as I said, I did take a small peek. I opened up the box and just took the stuffing off the top, so I'll show you what that looks like now. There's the big old box. We'll go ahead and get on into it. This guy's the one that cost, I think, $11. The rest were under 10. Majority of them under 5. Go ahead and start with that one. I got Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas. You guys may kill me a little bit on this one, but I have actually never read any of Sarah J. Maas's books. I kind of was out of the book community too much in the last few years, and so this is kind of new to me, and wow, it is gorgeous. This is beautiful. There's even little drawings on the back of the page. I'm not sure exactly what that's called, but very pretty. It's got its own little sleeve there. Slide that back in there. There's the back. Okay. So next we have Things You Save in a Fire by Katherine Center. This one's actually a little thinner than I expected it to be, but gorgeous. I love all the bright colors on this one. Anything on the dust jacket? Just white. On the dust jacket, under the dust jacket. Okay, next, The Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain. I believe this one has some like time traveling elements. I remember Jacqueline on Weeby Bookin' was talking about this one. I think that's why I ended up interested in it. The mom of a daughter has to travel into the future because her daughter needs a surgery or something, and in the time she's in, she can't, the technology isn't available for it, so she goes into the future to save her daughter. So I'm excited about that one. We've got This Mortal Coil by Emily Suvada. I can't remember what it was about, but obviously I was interested in it. Katerina Agata is a hacker. She can cripple mainframes and crash through firewalls, but that's not what makes her special. In Kat's world, people are implanted with technology to recode their DNA, allowing them to change their bodies in any way they want. And Kat happens to be a gene-hacking genius. Okay, so we have some DNA hacking going on. Interesting. That'll be a fun one to get into. Okay, then I've got Crown of Feathers, Nikki Pau Preto. Just really pretty red on the inside with the silver. I think I was interested in this one because it came in a few Owl Crates boxes, I believe it was. Okay, so I had to take a quick break to be mom. My daughter needed me, but I am back We can keep going. I was actually thinking I might stack a few on the bookshelf. It might be kind of pretty. A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I feel like this one is all over YouTube right now and booktube, and the sequel just came out, so I'm excited to get into this one. And of course, Beauty and the Beast. Belle's Library, the name of my channel, so I definitely am excited to get into some retellings on that one. My favorite princess right there. Sorcery of Thrones. Sorcery of Thorns. I still can't say it. Margaret Rogerson. This is a really pretty cover. I like the teals. That one there. Here, let me scooch over so you guys can see more of the books and less of me. A Million Junes. This one is by Emily Henry, and I have not read any books from her, and I'm really excited to. They also have, like, on the back, The Love That Split the World, and I've heard that one's really good too, so I'm excited. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren is the next book in there. This one I feel like is one of Christina Lauren's most popular books. Everybody seems to really, really like that one. Gotta be careful, a little chip there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we got a little chip. Everything Beautiful Is Not Ruined by Danielle Young-Holman. I love covers with, like, campfires, things about camping. Can't wait for summer so I can actually do some camping. Perfect time to do a lot of reading too. Are you guys one of those campers who likes to camp in trailers, or are you more of a tent camper? Definitely more of a tent camper, but I definitely feel like as I age here, trailer would probably be a lot more comfortable. It's a lot easier when you're a teenager to sleep in a tent than when you're 30. Serious Moonlight by Jenn Bennett. I love the little cafe look on this one. And Jenn Bennett's also another author that I'm really excited to get into. I think actually there's another book by her right here. I also got Starry Eyes by her, another camping one. Obviously, I am into that. Put both of hers over there. You guys can see. We're getting a little full, and I think we're just going to get more and more full. Love from A to Z. This is by S.K. Ollie. This one I was really intrigued by because it had to do with learning a little more about Middle Eastern. I believe she's Muslim. And just expand some of my knowledge in that. Let me make sure I'm not saying this right. Yeah. A little bit more knowledge about the Muslim community. The Deepest Roots. So I actually picked this one up after I read Miranda Acevedo also has a Constellation of Stars. And I really enjoyed that one. It was about this girl who was basically abandoned by her father, and her mother raised her, but she had a lot of addiction problems and ended up, she was like 16 and just disappeared, and she was left to her own devices, and she ends up in the foster care system, but they find the father's family. And she moves in with her aunts and a cousin, and kind of how she grows into herself, coming of age a little bit there on that one. But it was really beautifully told story. So I wanted to also pick up another book by Miranda Acevedo. So that's why I got The Deepest Roots. Okay. Look at how gorgeous this cover is. 5 Feet Apart, Rachel Lippincott. I just can't get over that cover. It is gorgeous. This one is about a couple teenagers with CF who have to stay 6 thought it was 6 feet apart, but it's 5 feet. Probably thinking 6 feet because we're in the middle of a pandemic and that is social distancing. Gotta be 6 feet apart. Stuck in my brain a little bit right now. But I actually have a coworker who has CF, so this kind of interests me in another level. Obviously, it's a really popular book, but something interesting to learn more about. See if I have any new insights into how the whole world works. So I picked up Spinning Silver. This is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, so I'm very interested to see how that gets pulled off. I don't really know the story of Rumpelstiltskin super well. Mainly know it from Shrek, so that's, you know, probably a little off basis, but we'll find out a little more. The next one we got in here, The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. This one, I'm pretty sure I became interested in this one because of Books and Lala. She always talks about this one and how she really likes it. Who We Are is written in the stars. And who doesn't love a stars book? I picked up Thunderhead. I haven't read Scythe yet, but I have it, and so I really need to get into this one, and then I'll have to pick up the Toll, the last book, here soon. Hopefully I will love it since I already picked up the second book. The Map from Here to There. This one's also by Emery Lord. This one's road tripping, and I'm definitely interested in getting into a road trip book as we get into the summer. I think that would be really fun. When I was probably like 19 or 20, I really wanted to do a road trip across the country and back, and I never did it, but it makes me want to again. Sadie by Courtney Summers is going to be the next one in the box here. We are almost through 3 stacks out of 4, by the way. So we're getting there. This one says if she dies, she takes the truth with her. So this one is kind of more of a thriller. This is kind of a newer genre for me. I read No Exit recently by Taylor Adams, and I really enjoyed that one. And I know a lot of people have been really liking Sadie, so I'm interested in reading this one. It says, when popular radio personality Wes McCrae receives a desperate phone call from a stranger imploring him to find 19-year-old runaway Sadie Hunter, he's not convinced there's a story there. Girls go missing all the time. Obviously, there is a story there. This one, too, I've heard is really good on audio, and I believe my library has it on audio, so I may read it physically or audio or a little mix of both. We will see how that goes. Alright, last one in the 3rd out of 4 stacks. Hungry Hearts. This is an anthology. It has 13 Tales of Food and Love. I remember Bookables talking about this one, and I just thought it sounded so fun. So love when they have maps in books. I just think that's so cute. So they have maps of all the different like food places that they're going to tell stories about in the book. So this one's really cute. Has stories from S.K. Ollie, Rin Chupeco, Phoebe North, Sandaya Menon, Sarah Farizan, and a bunch of others. So definitely interested to get into that one. A little Chip. Chip's getting in the way again. We've got Radio Silence. This one's by Alice Oseman. This one I know has a podcast element to it too, so kind of similar to Sadie with the radio. And I know this one's about like that there's not one specific way you have to go when you're out of high school. You don't have to go to college and do this and that, and kind of you can make your own path. So that's interesting to me. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. You guys might also hate me for not reading this one yet, because I know this one's extremely popular in like the chicklit romance world, and so I'm really excited to get into this one. This one will be a really fun, like, light summery read. Big Little Lies. I don't love that I had to get the one with the movie cover on it. I usually like to get books that are the original cover or something different. But this is what they had, and I'm really excited to read it because I know this one's a really popular one, and that should be a good, like, dramatic kind of one for a day when I'm feeling like, you know, a very dramatic story. Let's see. This one, We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson, is going to be about 5 to the end here. This one's way thicker than I was imagining it would be. This one's pretty big. But looks like, I mean, the words inside are pretty big, spaced out, so probably wouldn't be too bad. It's like 450 pages, I would say. Another Books and Lala one that I got recommended through her, so it's probably weird in some way. The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Symphony Hand. I super enjoy books that are magically based, so I know this is about the afterlife of Holly Chase, obviously, but I just finished reading, gosh, what is it called? A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and I really enjoyed that, like, aspect of a magical world and how she built that, and I don't know, anything magic-y. Obviously, I mean, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I had a whole Harry Potter shelf up there with a bunch of fun Harry Potter stuff, so, I mean, magic's just kind of a fun thing for me. Let's see. Almost there. We have Flamecaster by Cinda Williams Chima. Is it Chima? Chima? I'm not 100% sure, but this chick definitely looks like a BA. I wish I could have gotten this one in the hardback because this would have looked really cool. But I'm excited to get started into this series. I have so many series I have to start, and that means so many more books to come after. That's kind of a scary thought. I guess it's also exciting because obviously I enjoy reading. And last book, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. This one's by Morgan Matson. I think this is, again, another book that would be perfect for the summer. We've got a road trip happening. I love when they put, like, different media stuff in books. And so they have a little bit of that, it looks like, kind of going through here. Looks like little letters or something. I don't know. I don't want to look too much into it because I want to be surprised a little. So that's the last book in our haul. So we've got, I mean, a couple layers on most of the shelves right now. And I've got, can you see that? Don't know, but I've got a little stack going on over here. Alright, let's see. So that is going to complete my book haul today. Super excited to get into reading, like, all of these. I don't know how I'm going to end up choosing what I'm going to actually read. Maybe, well, I do have a couple things planned here soon. On Saturday, you will see my May TBR. I am doing a tic-tac-toe challenge with my book group, so you guys will learn a little bit more about that on Saturday. Definitely, if you want to be reminded, subscribe below and tell me if you guys have read any of these books, things that maybe you think I should start with or that I would enjoy, and I will talk to you guys soon.